Hmm. Oh, God dang it. Okay. Back to scene one. Oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed with myself. Hi. Here's Kayla, Madison, Kinsey. I see. Okay. So we're going to start reading Act 2 today. And I'm absolutely beating myself up because I put a good new version on D2L. I posted an announcement that says hopefully much more readable, and it is much more readable, except for the fact that there's a page missing, and I didn't realize it until just now. So I was like, where in the world is scene 2? And we went from scene 1 to scene 3. So at a certain point, I'll just switch to the other one, unfortunately. I'm going to close this door, and then I'm going to go sit back there with you guys. So it looks like you guys are enjoying this play, which I'm glad. Get rid of that. And come back here with my blanket. That was bothering me. Okay, so I think this first scene has Troy and Corey. Sounds like I'm talking about my second period class. Troy and Corey and Rose and Bono. Who read Corey before?
I did.
Oh, okay. That's not gonna work out unless you want to talk to yourself. I don't actually know if they interact, but I will hang on one sec. If you're looking at the one that I just posted, then we're starting from the beginning. If you're looking at the old one, I mean, scene 2, act 1. Nope. Strike that, reverse it. Act 2, scene 1, which is on page 14 of that PDF. And I'll share my screen with you guys, and at some point I'll just switch, which might be kind of complicated for you too, because we're missing that page. Okay, so we're starting out with Rose and Corey and Troy. I think Bono might only have a few lines in this one, so maybe you can read both.
Yeah.
It should be all right. Okay. Ghosts. So this is the following morning. And we didn't really actually talk about scene 4. Maybe we did a little bit yesterday, but he was upset. Troy was upset about Corey playing baseball or football He told the recruiter not to come. So he's kind of like spoiled his kid's chance for success, which sucks. Not very good parenting. Lions paid him back the money, which he was surprised about. And he got a promotion. That's right. We did talk about that because he got a promotion, but he doesn't know how to drive the truck. Doesn't have a driver's license. So this is the morning after that. Corey is at the tree hitting the ball with the bat. He tries to mimic Troy, but his swing is awkward and less sure, and Rose enters from the house.
Corey, I want you to help me with this cupboard.
I don't care what I'm saying.
I'll talk to him when he gets back. He had to go see about your Uncle Gabe. The police done arrested him. Say he was disturbing the peace. He'll be back directly. Come on in here and help me clean out the top of this cupboard.
And
Oh
you
wait, I keep going. Oh shit, sorry. Troy, what'd they say down there?
ain't said nothing. I give him $50 and they let him go. I'll talk to you about it. Where's Corey?
He's in there helping me clean out these cupboards.
Tell him to get his butt out here. Mono's just always around. Like, he's just like the psychic. All I want is the money. That makes 6 or 7 times that I went down there and got him. See me coming, they stick out their hands.
Yeah, I know. That's what I care about. I don't care about what's right. Man, when you got to go and get some hardwood. You ain't doing nothing but building a little old fence. Maybe some soft pine wood. That's all you need.
I know what I'm doing. This is outside wood. You put pine wood inside the house. Pine wood is inside wood. This here is outside wood. Now you tell me where the fence is going to be.
You don't need this wood. You can put it up with pine wood and it'll stand as long as you want it to.
How you know how long I'm going to be here? Hell, I might just live forever, live longer than old man Horsley.
That's what Maggie said.
Maggie's damn fool. Now you tell me who you ever heard of going to pull their own teeth with a pair of rusty pliers. Oh God.
Yo, folks, my granddad used to pull his teeth.
Ugh.
Back then. So,
Get clean pliers. You understand? Clean pliers. Sterilize them. Besides, we ain't living back then. All McGee had to do was walk over to Doc Goldblum's. Jeff Goldblum.
That's where you, I see where you and that Tallahassee gal, that Alberta, I see where you all done got tight.
What do you mean got tight?
I see where you be laughing and joking with her all the time.
I laugh and jokes with all of them, Bono. You know me.
That ain't the kind of laughing and joking I'm talking about. How you doing, Mr. Bono?
Corey, get that saw from Bono and cut some wood. He's talking about the wood's too hard to cut. Stand back there, Jim, and let that young boy show you how it's done.
He's sure welcome to it. Look at that. Big old strong boy. Look at that. Look like Joe Louis. Joe Louis?
Lewis, I don't know. I don't know. Probably an athlete.
Hell, must be getting old the way I'm watching that boy look through that wood. I don't see why mom want a fence around the yard nowadays.
Damn if I know either. What the hell she keeping out with it? She ain't got nothing nobody want.
Some people build fences to keep people out. I know people build fences to keep people in. Every once in a while, you know, she loves it.
Hell, I don't need nobody to tell me my wife loves me. Corey, go on in the house and see if you can find that other saw.
Where's that?
I said find it. Look for it until you find it. What's that supposed to mean? Want to keep us in? Oh God. It's the most he said the whole time.
Yeah. Troy, I didn't know you seemed like damn near my whole life. You and Rose both. I didn't know both of you all for a long time. I remember when you met Rose, when you was hitting them baseball out the park. A lot of the old gals was after you then. You had the pick of the litter. When you picked Rose, I was happy for you. That was the first time I knew you had any sense. I said, my man, my man Troy knows what he's doing. I'm gonna follow this guy. He might take me somewhere. I've been following you too. What?
I've been following you.
What is that? What?
I think it's like,
He's talking about following Troy, and then he says, I'm gonna follow you too.
I think he's like, I have been too. I've been following you too. Like I said, I was gonna follow you and I have been.
I didn't learn the whole heap of things that I like watching him. I learned how to tell him his lies, how to tell it from the alfalfa. Wait, what? You don't learn me a lot of things. You showed me how to not make the same mistakes, make life as it, take life as it comes along, and keep putting one foot in front of the other. It was a good woman, Troy.
Hell, I know she's a good woman. I've been married to her for 18 years. What you got on your mind, Bono?
I just say she a good woman. Just like I say anything. Any guy that had nothing on her.
You're just gonna say she a good woman and leave it hanging out there like that? Why are you telling me she's a good woman?
She loves you, Troy. Rose loves you.
You saying I don't measure up. That's what you're trying to say. I don't measure up because I'm seeing this other gal. I know what you're trying to say.
I know what Rose means to you, Troy. I'm just trying to say I don't want to see you myself.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Bono. If you was messing around on Lucille, I'd be telling you the same thing.
That's all I gotta say. I just say that because I wasn't there.
Hell, you know me. I wasn't out there looking for nothing. You can't find a better woman than Rose. I know that. But seems like this woman just stuck onto me where I can't shake her loose. I done wrestled with it, tried to throw her off me, but she just stuck on tighter. Now she's stuck on for good.
Oh, that's what you tell me all the time. You're responsible for what you do.
I ain't ducking the responsibility of it. As long as it sets right in my heart, then I'm okay. Because that's all I listen to. It'll tell me right from wrong every time. And I ain't talking about doing Rose no bad turn. I love Rose. She done carried me a long ways, and I love and respect her for that.
I know you do. That's why I don't want to see you perfect. So, but what are you gonna do when she finds out? You got then. You try and juggle both of them. Sooner or later, you're gonna drop one of them. That's common sense.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Bono. I've been trying to figure out a way to work it out.
Work out right for it. I don't want to be getting all up between you and Rose's business. So work it so it come out right.
Ah, hell, I get all up between you and Lucille's business. When are you gonna get that woman that refrigerator she been wanting? Don't tell me you ain't got no money now. I know who your banker is. Melon don't need that money bad as Lucille want that refrigerator. I'll tell you that.
Tell you what I'll do. When you finish all this fence for Rose, I'll buy you two.
You done stuck your foot in your mouth now. Hey man, where are you going?
I'm going home. I know you don't expect me to help you now. I'm protecting my money. I want to see you put that fence up by yourself. That's what I want to see. You'll be here in 6 months. Right?
Man, you ain't right.
When it comes to my money, I'm right as fireworks on the 4th of July.
All right, we're gonna see now. You better get out your bank book.
What they say down there, what's happening with Gabe?
I went down there and got him out. Cost me $50. Say he was disturbing the peace. Judge set up a hearing for him in 3 weeks. Say to show because why he shouldn't be recommitted.
What was he doing that caused them to arrest him?
Some kids was teasing him and he run them off home. Say he was howling and carrying on. Some folks seen and called the police. That's all it was.
Well, what do you say? What did you tell the judge?
Told him I'd look after him. It didn't make no sense to recommit the man. He stuck out his big greasy palm and told him to give him $50 and take him on home.
Where's he at now? Where did he go off to?
He's gone about his business. He don't need nobody to hold his hand.
Well, I don't know. Seemed like that would be the best place for him if they did put him into the hospital. I know what you're gonna say, but that's what I think will be the best. Yeah.
The man done had his life ruined fighting for what? And they want to take and lock him up? Let him be free. He don't bother nobody.
Well, everybody's got their Well, everybody's got their own way of looking at it, I guess. Come on and get your lunch. I got a bowl of lima beans and some cornbread in the oven. Come and get something to eat. Ain't no sense you fretting over Gabe.
Rose, got something to tell you.
Well, come on. Wait till I get this food on the table.
Rose, I don't know how to say this. I can't explain it now. It just sort of grows on you till it gets out of hand. It starts out like a little bush, and the next thing you know, it's a whole forest. Oh gosh.
Oh, Troy, what is you talking about?
I'm talking, woman. Let me talk. I'm trying to find a way to tell you. Oh God. I'm gonna be a daddy. I'm gonna be somebody's daddy.
Troy, you're not telling me this. You're gonna be what?
Rose. Now see.
You telling me you're gonna be somebody's daddy? You telling your wife this?
And then Gabriel comes in. Yay, I've missed him.
Hey, Troy. Hey, Rose.
I have to wait 18 years to hear something like this.
Hey, Rose. I got a flower for you. That's a rose. Same rose like you is.
Thanks, Gabe.
Troy, you ain't mad at me, is you? Them bad men's come and put me away. You ain't mad at me, is you?
Nah, Gabe, I ain't mad at you.
18 years and you want to come with this?
See what I got? Got a brand new quarter.
Rose, it's just.
Ain't nothing you can say, Troy. Ain't no way of explaining that.
Fellow that gave me this quarter had a whole mess of them. I'm gonna keep this quarter till it stops shining.
Gabe, go on in the house there. I got some watermelon in the refrigerator. Go on and get you a piece.
Say, Rose, you know I was chasing hellhounds and them bad men's come and get me and take me away? Troy helped me. He come down there and told them they better let me go before he beat them up. Yeah, he did.
You go on and get you a piece of watermelon, Gabe. Them bad men's is gone now.
Okay, Rose, gonna get me some watermelon. The kind with the stripes on it.
Why, Troy? Why? After all these years to come dragging this into me now. It don't make no sense at your age. I could have expected this 10 or 15 years ago, but now?
Age ain't got nothing to do with it, Rose.
I done tried to be everything a wife should be, everything a wife could be. Been married 18 years and I got to live to see the day you tell me you've been seeing another woman and done fathered a child by her. And you know I ain't never wanted no half nothing in my family. My whole family is half. Everybody got different fathers and mothers, my 2 sisters and my brother. Can't hardly tell who's who. Can't never sit down and talk about papa and mama. It's your papa and your mama and my papa and my mama.
Rose, stop it now.
I ain't never wanted that for none of my children. And now you want to drag your behind in here and tell me something like this.
You ought to know. It's time for you to know.
Well, I don't want to know, god damn it.
I can't just make it go away. It's done now. I can't wish the circumstance of the thing away.
You don't want to either. Maybe you want to wish me and my boy away. Maybe that's what you want. Well, you can't wish us away. I've got 18 years of my life invested in you, and you ought to have stayed upstairs in my bed where you belong.
Rose, now listen to me. We can get a handle on this thing. We can talk this out. Come to an understanding.
All of a sudden, it's we. Where was we at when you was down there rolling around with some godforsaken woman? We should have come to an understanding before you started making a damn fool of yourself. You're a day late and $1 short when it comes to an understanding with me.
It's just, she gives me a different idea. Oh, go off. A different understanding about myself. I can step out of this house and get away from the pressures and problems, be a different man. I ain't got to wonder how I'm going to pay the bills or get the roof fixed. I can just be a part of myself that I ain't never been.
What I want to know is, do you plan to continue seeing her? That's all you can say to me?
I can sit up in her house and laugh. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sorry, I just lost my. I can laugh out loud and it feels good. It reaches all the way down to the bottom of my shoes. Rose, I can't give that up.
Maybe,
I know the nerve of him.
like, oh my God, how dare you?
I know. I'm so upset with myself.
Maybe you ought to go on and stay down there with her if she's a better woman than me.
It ain't about nobody being a better woman or nothing. Rose, you ain't to blame. A man couldn't ask for no woman to be a better wife than you've been. I'm responsible for it. I done locked myself into a pattern trying to take care of you all that I forgot about myself.
What the hell was I there for? That was my job, not somebody else's.
Rose, I done tried all my life to live decent, to live a clean, hard, useful life. I tried to be a good husband to you in every way I know how. Maybe I come into the world backwards, I don't know. But you're born with 2 strikes on you before you come to the plate. You got to guard it closely, always looking for the curveball in the inside corner. You can't afford to let none get past you. You can't afford to call a strike. If you're going down swinging, everything lined up against you. What you gonna do? I fooled him, Rose. I bunted. When I found you and Corey in a halfway decent job, I was safe. Couldn't nothing touch me. I wasn't gonna strike out no more. I wasn't going back to the penitentiary. I wasn't gonna lay in the streets with a bottle of wine. I was safe. I had me a family, a job. I wasn't gonna get that last strike. I was on first looking for one of them boys to knock me in, to get me home.
You should have stayed in my bed, Troy.
Then when I saw that gal, she firmed up my backbone. And I got to thinking that if I tried, I just might be able to steal second. Do you understand? After 18 years, I wanted to steal second.
You should have held me tight. You should have grabbed me and held on.
I stood on first base for 18 years and I thought, well, God damn it, go for it. Go on for it.
We're not talking about baseball. We're talking about you going off to lay in bed with another woman and then bring it home to me. That's what we're talking about. We ain't talking about no baseball.
Rose, you're not listening to me. I'm trying the best I can to explain it to you. It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
I've been standing with you. I've been right here with you, Troy. I got a life too. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot with you. Don't you think I ever wanted other things? Don't you think I had dreams and hopes? What about my life? What about me? Don't you think it ever crossed my mind to want to know other men? That's what I wanted. That I wanted to lay up somewhere and forget about my responsibilities. That I wanted someone to make me laugh so I could feel good. You're not the only one who's got wants and needs, but I held on to you, Troy. I took all my feelings, my wants and needs, my dreams, and I buried them inside you. I planted a seed and watched and prayed over it. I planted myself inside you and waited to bloom. And it didn't take me no 18 years to find out the soil was hard and rocky and it wasn't never gonna bloom. But I held on to you, Troy. I held you tighter. You was my husband. I owed you everything I had. Every part of me I could find to give you. And upstairs in that room, with the darkness falling in on me, I gave everything I had to try and erase the doubt that you wasn't the finest man in the world. And wherever you was going, I wanted to be there with you because you was my husband, because that's the only way I was going to survive as your wife. You always talking about what you give and what you don't have to give, but you take too. You take and don't even know nobody's given.
Okay, I'm getting nervous right here, but and we're gonna have to stop at the end of this page just because that's where the missing page is.
Oh,
So we're gonna have to do something else. But you say I take and don't give.
Troy, you're hurting me.
You say I take and don't give.
Troy, you're hurting my arm. Let go.
I didn't give you everything I got. Don't you tell that lie on me.
Troy.
Don't you tell that lie on me.
Who's Corey?
Oh,
Troy, you're hurting me.
Okay, so if I hate to do this, like go back and forth for a minute. But if you'll go to the nasty looking copy, it's actually like this page of it's not bad. Page 17 of the other copy.
what?
Yeah.
17?
Yeah,
I see
Oh.
4,100.
page 1174. It's page 17 of the PDF. You'll see where she's, Mama, you're hurting me, is on this. It's like middle of the second column. And I know where the next page picks up. So like once we get there, we can switch back over. So stupid. I'm so mad at myself for that. I was like, hot dog, I figured this out. And I left out a page. So stupid. All right, don't you tell me about no taking and giving. Corey comes up behind Troy, grabs him. You're thrown off balance. I'm thrown off balance, and you hit me on the chest and knock me down, and we're both stunned.
Troy, no. Troy, no, please, Troy.
I've said that so many times. Like Troy is like threatening to stab me or something.
Oh,
All right, that's strike two. You stay away from around me, boy. Don't you strike out. You live with a full count. Don't you strike out. So then, scene two, we've got quite a time jump. 6 months later, early afternoon, Troy enters from the house and starts to exit the yard, and Rose enters from the house. So I guess we're 6 months later.
okay, so what had happened? Did Troy beat
You heard
Corey?
what? Oh.
Wait, did Troy-
Yeah, I
Wait.
think so. Corey hit him first, and then it seems like, well, it says Troy exits out the yard.
yeah, so
So
Troy,
I don't think he hits him, but Troy's just like, I'm done with you, and leaves.
Troy, I want to talk to you.
All of a sudden, after all this time, you want to talk to me, huh? You ain't wanted to talk to me for months. You ain't wanted to talk to me last night. You ain't wanted no part of me then. What you want to talk to me about now?
Tomorrow's Friday.
I know what day tomorrow is. You think I don't know tomorrow's Friday? My whole life, I ain't done nothing but look to see Friday coming. You gotta tell me it's Friday.
I want to know if you're coming home.
I always came home, Rose. You know that. There ain't never been a night I ain't come home.
That ain't what I mean, and you know it. I want to know if you're coming straight home after work.
I figured I'd cash my check, hang out at Taylor's with the boys, maybe play a game of checkers.
Troy, I can't live like this. I won't live like this. You living on borrowed time with me. It's been going on 6 months now. You ain't been coming home.
I'll be here every night of the year. That's 365 days.
I want you to come home tomorrow after work.
Rose, I don't mess up my pay. You know that now. I take my pay and I give it to you. I don't have no money, but what you give me back. I just want to have a little time to myself, a little time to enjoy life.
What about me? When's my time to enjoy life?
I don't know what to tell you, Rose. I'm doing the best I can.
You ain't been home from work, but time enough to change your clothes and run out. And you want to call that the best you can do?
I'm going over to the hospital to see Alberta. She went into the hospital this afternoon. Looked like she might have the baby early. I won't be gone long.
Well, you ought to know. They went over to Miss Pearl's and got Gabe today. She said you told them to go ahead and lock him up.
I ain't said no such thing. Whoever told you that's telling a lie. Pearl ain't doing nothing but telling a big fat lie.
She ain't had to tell me. I read it on the papers.
I ain't told them nothing of the kind.
I saw it right there on the papers.
What did it say, huh?
It said you told them to take him.
Then they screwed that up just the way they screw up everything. Oh, oops. I don't know what that was about. I ain't worried about what they got on the paper.
Say the government send part of his check to the hospital and the other part to you.
I ain't got nothing to do with that if that's the way it works. I ain't made up the rules about how it works.
You did Gabe just like you did Corey. You wouldn't sign the paper for Corey, but you signed for Gabe. You signed the paper.
I told you I ain't signed nothing, woman. The only thing I signed was the release form. Hell, I can't read. I don't know what they had on that paper. I ain't signed nothing about sending Gabe away.
I said send him to the hospital. You said let him be free. Now you done went down there and signed him to the hospital for half his money. You went back on yourself, Troy. You gonna have to answer for that.
See now, you've been heading over talking to Miss Pearl. She done got mad because she ain't getting Gabe's rent money. That's all it is. She's liable to say anything.
Troy, I seen where you signed the paper.
You ain't seen nothing I signed. What's she doing telling paper? What's she doing got papers on my brother anyway? Miss Pearl telling a big fat lie. And I'm going to tell her about it too. You ain't seen nothing I signed. Say, you ain't seen nothing I signed. And she goes answer the phone and comes back.
Troy, that was the hospital. Alberta had the baby.
What's she have? What is it?
It's a girl.
I better get on down to the hospital to see her.
Troy,
Rose, I gotta go see her right now. That's only right. What's the matter? The baby's all right, ain't it?
Alberta died having the baby.
Oh, snap. Died? You say she's dead? Alberta's dead?
They said they done all they could. They couldn't do nothing for her.
The baby, how's the baby?
They say it's healthy. I wonder who's gonna bury her.
She had family, Rose. She wasn't living in the world by herself.
I know she wasn't living in the world by herself.
Next thing you're gonna want to know if she had any insurance.
Troy, you ain't got to talk like that.
That's the first thing that jumped out of your mouth. Who's gonna bury her? Like I'm fixing to take on that task for myself.
I'm your wife. Don't push me away.
I ain't pushing nobody away. Just give me some space. That's all. Just give me some room to breathe. All right, Mr. Death. Oh, this is like a little soliloquy. Cool. Mr. Death, see now, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take and build me a fence around this yard. See, I'm going to build me a fence around what belongs to me. And then I want you to stay on the other side. See, you stay over there until you're ready for me. Then you come on. Bring your army, bring your sickle, bring your wrestling clothes. I ain't going to fall down on my vigilance this time. You ain't going to sneak up on me no more. When you're ready for me, on the top of your list, say Troy Maxon, that's when you come around here. You come up and knock on the front door. Ain't nobody else got nothing to do with this. This is between you and me, man to man. You stay on the other side of that fence until you're ready for me. Then you come up and knock on the front door. Anytime you want, I'll be ready for you. I'm going to switch back to the other copy. Down to scene 3, where the lights come up on the porch. It is late evening, 3 days later. Rose sits listening to the baseball game, waiting for Troy. The final out of the game is made, and Rose switches off the radio. Troy enters the yard carrying an infant wrapped in blankets. He stays back from the house and calls Rose. She stands on the porch, and there's a long, awkward silence. Rose, I'm standing here with my daughter in my arms. She ain't but a wee bitty little old thing. She don't know nothing about grown-ups business. She innocent, and she ain't got no mama.
What are you telling me for, Troy?
Well, guess we'll just sit out here on the porch. Man's got to do what's right for him. I ain't sorry for nothing I've done. It felt right in my heart. What you smiling at? Your daddy's a big man, got these great big old hands, but sometimes he's scared. And right now your daddy's scared because we sitting out here and ain't got no home. I've been homeless before. I ain't had no little baby with me, but I've been homeless. You just be out on the road by your lonesome and you see one of them trains coming and you just kind of go like this. I wish I knew the tune of this. Please, Mr. Engineer, let a man ride the line. Please, Mr. Engineer, let a man ride the line. I ain't got no ticket, please. Let me ride the blinds. She's my daughter, Rose, my own flesh and blood. I can't deny her no more than I can deny them boys. You and them boys is my family. You and them and this child is all I got in the world. So I guess what I'm saying is I'd appreciate it if you'd help me take care of her.
Okay, Troy, you're right. I'll take care of your baby for you, because, like you say, she's innocent. And you can't visit the sins of the father upon the child. A motherless child has got a hard time. From right now, this child got a mother, but you a womanless man.
Ooh, Rose. All right, basically saying I'll help take care of this baby, but you and I are not together. Pretty severe. I agree. Oh, shoot. 2 months later, Lyons enters the street. That's you, right? Are you Lyons? He knocks on the door and calls.
Stop that yelling. You're gonna wake up Renelle?
I guess that's the baby. Right
Well,
now.
Right now. I just got her to sleep. He should be here in a minute. I'm getting ready to go down to the church. Sit down and wait on him. Well, sit it down there and sit it down there on the table. He'll get it. All right, Leons or Lions?
I think it's Lyons.
All right, Lions, we'll see you.
Hey, lads.
I'm sorry, I missed you guys. You know, I had a key with me.
Good job.
I know that. I know that.
Lyons exits the yard. Corey wanders over to the tree, picks up the bat, and assumes a batting stance. Studies an imaginary pitcher and swings. Tries again. Troy comes in. They eye each other. Troy puts down the bat and leaves. Troy starts into the house as Rose exits with Raynell and a cake.
Love it.
I'm coming in and everybody's going out.
I'm taking this cake down to the church for the bake sale. Lyons was by to see you. He stopped to pay you your $20. It's laying in there on the table.
Well, here go this money.
Put it in there on the table, Troy. I'll get it.
What time you coming back?
Ain't no use in you studying me. It don't matter what time I come back.
I just asked you a question, woman. What's the matter? Can I ask you a question?
Troy, I don't want to get into it. Your dinner's in there on the stove. All you got to do is heat it up. And don't you be eating the rest of them cakes in there. I'm coming back for them. We having a bake sale at the church tomorrow.
Sit down, drink, hear it ring, hear it ring. Had an old dog, his name was Blue. You know, Blue was mighty true. You know, Blue as a good old dog. Blue, Blue teased a possum in a hollow log. You know, from that, he was a good old dog.
Hey, Troy,
Hey, what's happening, Bono?
I just thought I'd stop by to see you.
What'd you stop by and see me for? You ain't stopped by in a month of Sundays. Hell, I must owe you money or something.
Since you got your promotion, I think you go. See you every day. I don't even know what it's about anymore.
They keep switching me around. Got me out in Green Tree now, hauling white folks' garbage.
Green tree, yeah. Good luck. At least you ain't got a. you left it barrel. And hey, I want to put in my 2 years.
I'm thinking about retiring myself.
It's kind of easy. Try for another 5 years.
It ain't the same, Bono. It ain't like working the back of the truck. Ain't got nobody to talk to. Feel like you're working by yourself. No, I'm thinking about retiring. How's Lucille?
Yeah, all right. All right.
She all right.
Her arthritis,
Uh-huh.
I've never seen it with her arthritis. Her arthritis gets acting up on her sometimes. Saw Rose on her way in. She's going down the church.
Yeah, she took up going down there. All them preachers looking for somebody to fatten their pockets. Got some gin here.
Nah, I just stopped by and said that.
Hell, man, you can take a drink. I ain't never known you to say no to a drink. You ain't got to work tomorrow.
I just stopped by. Just want to go over there. Anyways, we got us a domino thing going on there. Going on with my favorite party.
You can't play no dominoes. I used to whoop you 4 games out of 5.
Well, that learned me. I'm getting better.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
Look here, I gotta be getting on. Stop by sometime, huh?
Yeah, I'll do that, Bono. Lucille told Rose you bought her a new refrigerator. Yay.
Yeah. Rose told me to see that you have finally done your fence. I figured you would call me.
I knew you would.
Yeah, okay. I'll be talking to you.
Yeah, take care, Bono. Good to see you. I'm gonna stop over.
Yeah, okay.
Glug, glug, glug. I keep drinking my gin. Good Lord, I'm singing a lot. Old Blue died and I dig his grave. Let him down with a golden chain. Every night when I hear old Blue bark, I know Blue treat a possum in Noah's Ark. Hear it ring, hear it ring. Corey comes in. We eye each other.
I gotta get by.
Say what? What'd you say?
You're my way. I gotta get by.
You gotta get by where? This is my house. Bought and paid for in full. Took me 15 years. And if you want to go in my house and I'm sitting on the steps, you say, excuse me, like your mama taught you.
Come on, Pop. I gotta get by.
Grabs his leg and shoves him back. I feel like it'd make you fall. Like, cool. You're just gonna walk over top of me?
I live here too.
You're just gonna walk over top of me in my own house.
I'm scared of you.
I ain't asked if you was scared of me. I asked you if you was fixing to walk over top of me in my own house. That's the question. You ain't gonna say, excuse me. You're just gonna walk over top of me.
You wanna put it like that?
How else am I gonna put it?
I was walking by you, go into the house. Into the house. No, they don't do your phone. You can put it like that.
Without saying, excuse me? I asked you a question. Without saying, excuse me?
I ain't gotta say excuse me. You still sound like you.
Oh, I see. I don't count around here no more. You ain't got to say excuse me to your daddy. All of a sudden you done got so grown that your daddy don't count around here no more. Around here in his own house and yard that he done paid for with the sweat of his brow. You done got so grown where you're gonna take over. You're gonna take over my house. Is that right? You're gonna wear my pants. You're gonna go in there and stretch out on my bed. You ain't gotta say excuse me because I don't count around here no more. Is that right?
That's right. You always talk about dumb stuff. Now, why don't you just get out of there?
I guess you got someplace to sleep and something to put in your belly. You got that, huh? You got that? That's what you need. You got that, huh?
You don't know what I got. You ain't got to worry about what I got.
You right. You 100% right. I done spent the last 17 years worrying about what you got. Now it's your turn. See, I'll tell you what to do. You grown. We done established that. You a man. Now let's see you act like one. Turn your behind around and walk out of this yard. And when you get out there in the alley, you can forget about this house. See, because this is my house. You go on and be a man and get your own house. You can forget about this because this is mine. You go on and get yours because I'm through with doing for you.
What do you ever give me?
Them feet and bones, that pumping heart, man, I give you more than anybody else is ever going to give you.
You ain't never gave me nothing. You ain't never done nothing but hold me back. Said I was gonna be better than you. All you ever did was try and make me scared of you. I used to tremble every time you called my name. Every time I heard your footsteps in the house. Wondering all the time, what's Papa gonna say if I do this? What's he gonna say if I do that? What's Papa gonna say if I turn on the radio? And now I feel it. She tried, but she's scared of you.
You leave your mama out of this. She ain't got nothing to do with this.
I don't know I don't know how she's gonna leave after we did her.
I told you to leave your mama out of this.
What are you gonna do? Give me a whooping? You can't whoop me no more. You're too old. You're just an old man.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know a word to substitute, but we can all see it. That's what you are. You're just another one on the street to me.
You crazy, you know that?
Go on now. You got the devil in you. Get on away from me.
You're just a crazy old man. Talking about I got a devil in me.
Yeah, I'm crazy. If you don't get on the other side of that yard, I'm gonna show you how crazy I am. Go on. Get the hell out of my yard.
It ain't your yard. You took Uncle Gabe's money. You got from the owner to buy this house and then you put it out.
Get out of my yard. Oh my goodness. Wait, Corey grabs the bat. I'm like worried you're gonna beat me to death.
I ain't going nowhere. Come on, put me out. I ain't scared of you.
That's my bat.
Come on,
Put my bat down.
come on, put me out.
Isaiah.
The accent.
Come on.
You're gonna have to use it. You want to draw that bat back on me? You're gonna have to use it.
Come on. Come on.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to kill me. You want to draw that bat back on me? You're gonna have to kill me. Oh, Troy is like, he's literally crazy. He's like, kill me. Here's my head, bash it in. Come on, come on.
Wait, who's talking right now?
I am. Wait, yeah, it's like Troy and then Troy again. So then I'll show you. They struggle and Troy takes the bat from Corey and stands over him ready to swing. Oh God. Go on and get away from my house.
Tell Mama I'll be back.
They'll be on the other side of that fence. I can't taste nothing. What? Hallelujah. I can't taste nothing no more. Okay. Come on. It's between you and me now. Come on. Anytime you want. Come on. I'll be ready for you, but I ain't going to be easy. All right. So we only have 5 minutes left. Maybe we should stop now and then we'll just read the last scene tomorrow, which like, if you look at it, it's years later we're at Troy's funeral. So
He did.
he kind of deserves it, doesn't he? He's terrible. Do you have a hiccup?
Yeah, I get like a singular hiccup sometimes.
Yeah, he's the worst.
The worst. Oh
I'm
my-
not a fan. I don't like playing this. I kind of like playing this role, but mostly just because I think it's funny. I like to yell. Okay, so we'll just finish this tomorrow, and luckily that puts us like a little bit ahead of schedule, or at least like right back on schedule, so that's
Oh,
nice.
5 is huge.
Scene 5 is huge?
Or bigger than I expected, being Troy's.
Oh. Yeah, it's only like three, I mean, it won't take us very long to read it, but. Yeah, we got Rose, Corey, Raynell,
Oh, wait a minute.
Lyons,
Right now.
Mono, yep, he's in there. Like pretty much everybody, so cool. Gabriel, there he is.
I guess we-
Oh, Lord, they're singing that blue song again. I'm gonna look it up and see if I can. Corey and Raynell sing it together, like the whole song. I'm gonna look it up and see if I can find it. All right, I will let you guys go, but I agree, Kayla. Gabriel's my favorite character. He's the only good one. He's like, here's a flower. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.